Alright YouTube, it's your boy Yoxus, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why Liz cannot be countered. I've noticed there's a lot of videos of how to counter Liz, so this is kind of a meme-ish video, not really, of how or why Liz can't get countered. But I am going to mention units that can counter her team. So yeah. So the reason why Liz can't get countered is because nobody in the game can stop a revive. It's just how it is. I understand a lot of people don't want to believe it, but you can't counter a revive. There's nobody in the game that cancels revive or anything like that. Right? Unless they have reflect. But the only reflect that's gonna ever kill you is hers at 6 out of 6. So the only counter to Liz is Liz herself. It's just that simple. Her shield. The only person that's breaking the shield without any sweat is my favorite unit in the game, Ludocio. Rupture 100%, times 2 damage against buffed enemies. If we look at this, at rank 2 it's a 200%, so this will break rank 1 and 2 on rank 1. It's that simple. But the thing is, you're not summoning for this unit because his banner is trash and you need to wail on him for his passive to be working. And this is definitely a passive you want to have to work. Right? You could definitely still use him in PvP, and he'd still be pretty decent. But if you have this passive, your life will be easier. I shouldn't even say your life will be easier. It's just you just want to have this passive. You're wasting a very good passive if you don't have this. Reduces defense related stats. Crit resistance. It's just no. Her ultimate. You're only stopping this if you remove her ult, but you're not using. I don't care about her ult. I know a lot of people don't care about her ult. If you have her 6/6, then it's an issue. But if you have her 1 out of 6, you're most likely not even using her for her ult. You're using her for her shield, this, and stun. Right? Now, the unit that counters her team, which is her, Blue King, and Lost Vein, is Green Easton. Just wait until Green Easton comes out. This team will be no more. She will still be more, obviously. You're just not going to see people using this and this with this. You're probably going to see people using this and this, but no longer this, right? She's always just going to be there, even though Easton, counters her team, which is these three. She's just still going to be there because you can't counter a support. It's just how it works. But the reason why Easton counters is because on a rank 2, you're going to usually run her with Gulter. On rank 2, you're going to rank up. On rank 2 or 3, she disables recovery skill, so King cannot cleanse. And then she prevents ultimate gauge from filling up on all enemies for 2 turns. So she basically does what Green Fraldron does on turn 1. That means LV won't be able to rush his ult. King won't be able to cleanse. And then with Gulter, you're going to attack your LV so he can't do anything. He legit can't play the game. That's how that works. Now, obviously, if you bring evade food, this will just get cucked because they're always going to use this. Like, if they get lucky and get this at rank 3, they're always going to try to use the rank 3 turn 1. So with evade food, it just gets cucked. And then what you want to do is try to kill Easton as fast as possible because her HP is pretty high, actually. But she's with LV. LV is just going to take her out if you can just play the game. If you know how to use LV, LV will take her out. But you probably are not going to run into people using evade food too much unless you're running into me. Because I love trolling. And then, yeah. So, Easton could cuck her. Or not her. Easton could cuck her team. Ludocio could stop her shield. But even though I'm going to be using Ludocio and Liz together. The Goddess team. That's my end goal team. With Sariel and Tarmiel, bro. Probably not Tarmiel. He's probably going to be there. Who am I lying to? Which one of them work in the back? I'll see. But yeah, Liz cannot be countered. And I know, for example, Amazing yesterday on my stream said, just wait till Zeldris and Blue Draw comes out, or Green Draw comes out, because Green Draw and Zeldris would counter her team. And I instantly came up with a team to counter it back. So this is the team he said he wanted to run. So it was Draw, Zeldris, and then Blue King. So what the plan of this team is for us to get our ult, and then disable it for 5 turns, and then Zeldris will keep removing our ult gauge so we can't use LV's ult, and then King is to cleanse anything that happens to them. Right? I've never seen King with this team before. I always see this, and this, but apparently Major's running this. I've never seen this team before. But all I have to do is bring Estarossa or Diane. Estarossa is probably going to be the better choice because he's immune as well, while Diane is not. Right? All allies have debuff removed when stand skills gains debuff immunity for 2 turns. I taunt. Zeldris is single target. He's going to be forced to go after Estarossa. There's that. Now, what I was actually thinking, when I get Estarossa, I'm going to actually build him his bottom 2 pieces. I'm going to have 2. So it's going to be SSR set. The bottom 2 are going to be SSR with full HP. And then I'm going to actually have 2 Cs, 2 calming gears at the bottom with full life steal. Because he's going to guaranteed heal. Every single time he's going to heal back to full HP if I have full life steal with C gear. And I need gold for that, so I want to try that out. I don't really care about CC. Even though if you know how to like counter, or if you know how to, I should say counter, but if you know how to play the game, even going second, and you know how to deal with going second, you should be fine. But yeah, Estarossa, you just taunt, Zeldris is forced to go after Estarossa, and then you just use LV, or even Blue King on the team just to cleanse anything. You're probably going to have Blue King, so it's going to be Blue King, Liz, Estarossa. Blue King is going to cleanse, you're probably going to kill with Blue King. That's what the end goal is. So, yeah. It's just, Liz is somebody you guys, this is like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Liz, you're going to have to start getting used to Liz. You're going to just have to get used to her being in the game. Because I don't know what you want to hear from me. She's still, ever since she came out on JP, she's been meta. Even till today on JP, she's always there. No matter if she's in the back or she's in the front. She's always there. Like, she's meta. There's nobody, you can't cuck her, you can't counter her. She's a support. She's not meant to do damage. She's not meant to do any of that. She's just meant to annoy people. That's what I like. So, yeah, this can be countered. If you come up with a team. Oh, and there's actually one more team. The Monspeed Keo team. The thing about that team is you could just bring a taunt unit, but that team only really works in ungeared, which is fine for me because I don't do ungeared like that anymore. I got Champ 5. I'm happy with 50 gems a week. Obviously, I'll try to push Champ 1 eventually, but for now, I'm just going to focus on geared. But yeah, in geared, Monspeed won't do as much damage as he can in ungeared because in ungeared, everybody's HP is like 60k. So with a level 3 and Ignite stats, he's just going to guaranteed kill. But in ungeared, it's a different sight. So, or in geared, it's a different sight. In ungeared, he's going to one-shot everybody because everybody has 60k HP. But in geared, it's a different sight. Their HPs are just going to be way too high. Her HP is going to be beyond high that Monspeed will wish to do damage. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm Zeoxus. Y'all let me know what you think about this meme-ish video, a factual video. Let me know what you guys think about Goddess Liz, and if you will use her or not in the current meta for the next 6 months. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.